Round 13 promised an afternoon of intrigue at Medibank Stadium, with third place Subiaco steeling themselves to stave off a challenge from would-be usurpers, fourth place East Fremantle. This was going to be a high-stakes game of WAFL footy.
Forward centre wing, Bristow, marks on his chest. There's three of them on the ground today. Subiaco trailing by one, actually. East Freo with a couple of Bristows. There's a chance for DeLuca to run onto the football. Gathers inside 50. This will be an early goal for the Lions. Towards left half forward. Group of players underneath it. No mark could be taken. Emerging with it, McNamara gets a kick around the body. And no mark there to be had. Nicely done in the end by McGough. Got a hand pass away. Eardley spun out of trouble. Moved it on to Lester Smith. He kicks towards goal, and that's a response from the Sharks. They bounce back very quickly. We'll head inside attacking 50. He wants Garcia. He kept his feet as Dorotich went to ground. This is something very special. Wonderful stuff. You'd think he's been watching a bit of the World Cup with a goal like that. High up into the air. Players waiting underneath it. Dalziel almost read it well. We'll get it again from Lester Smith. Dalziel from the left forward pocket. Tries to centre the footy. Comes back to Eardley, and Eardley will snap and goal. Kids love it though.
Oh, don't they?
Getting in the mud as Bristow wins it down. Hurry kick, no. Holding the ball decision. They tried to get rid of it. Weren't quite able to do so. Puts him straight in front. So Brett Peake, easy as you like for his third.
Now on a dry day, you'd back Andrew McDougall, especially in his younger days. He was a powerful kick, and this is a terrific effort. And it's marked by Boland. In the square, yeah, he comes back, takes a bit of treatment there from James Bristow as well, which he didn't appreciate. But Subiaco will appreciate that goal by the leading goal scorer in the WAFL so far.
Towards half forward, two Sharks got in each other's way, allows Waters to pick it up. He'll thump it long towards goal. It'll carry them and go through for a major. They are in front, the Lions.
Henson couldn't pick it up. McGough slides on his knees, hand passes cleverly to Dalziel, who snaps on goal and he's kicked it. Soccering it there was Horsley. Here's Phelan. Phelan's done clever things all day, none more so than that. Got it across to Hampson, and Hampson is gold from 25 metres out directly in front.
Ball put up in the air. Young works it forward. Clever from Dalziel. It came down towards McNamara, and he's kicked the goal for East Freo, and the Sharks are back in front.
Lester Smith is able to do that and sink the left boot into it. Heel is there under pressure from Peake. Oh, brilliant trap by Peake. That's the goal of the day. Brett Peake with his fourth. So Brett Peake was a match winner for East Fremantle, kicking 4 goals for the afternoon. McNamara, Perham, Eardley, Schofield, Lester Smith and Dalziel contributed 1 apiece, whilst for the Lions, Boland kicked 3, all in the third quarter. Waters 2, DeLuca, Hampson and Garcia were the single goal scorers. For Subiaco, Bristow, Horsley and Phelan all racked up 25 possessions apiece. McDougall, in a great return to WAFL senior footy, did extremely well for the Lions. Hildebrandt with 18 possessions. Boland kicked 3 goals all in the third quarter. DeLuca, 15 possessions, and Clancy Wheeler adjusted well to the conditions and played well for his 16 possessions. For East Fremantle, O'Brien, 33, 34 to Mark McGough. They were stars in the midfield. Peake with his 4 goals, a star up forward. Bristow with 15 possessions, that's Tim. Dalziel, 18 quality possessions. Eardley had 15. Schofield, a goal from his 15 kicks. And Hooker, very accomplished game across half-back with 16 possessions. There wasn't much as far as the kicks went. East Fremantle used the ball significantly more by hand. The inside 50s were the talking point all day, with Subiaco holding sway in that regard for all of the afternoon. 60 to 36, the final statistics. 20 free kicks to 14, some people thought was significant. Centre breaks were even, but in the end, the main stat was the 9-point victory to East Fremantle, and that's how they did it. They built it along the way, starting with a 2-point lead at quarter time. It was 9 at half time. At three-quarter time, it had been whittled back to 4, but they ran at winners in the end. 11-5, 71 to 8, 14-62. That margin back to 9 points.
Yeah, thanks, Clint. Well, Rory, a tough earned game, a tough earned win. Well done.
Yeah, it was. It was a real big game for us. We came in last week, made a stance against West Perth. We hadn't beaten a top 4 side all year. We knew it was going to be a grind with conditions, and the boys fought it out really well.
4 in a row, and now 5 in a row. Your last 5 weeks have been exceptional.
Yeah, look, we turned our season around. We probably weren't playing the way we wanted to play in the first 5 games. But the last 5 games, we've really stuck it out and played with each other.
Mate, congratulations. Well done.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Steve, congratulations. A real hard-fought win today.
Yeah, it was, mate. Could have gone either way for sure. We just got in front of the right time and hung on.
That last quarter especially, it looked like that Subiaco had kicked that goal and you really got challenged, but the team found something deep and really sort of produced and then got those couple of goals.
That's been a hallmark this year. Lots of times we've been headed and the boys have found a way to come back. I agree with you. Subi kicked that goal and they lifted there and the boys just hung on and then the game turned a bit.
You had a lot of good players today, but you've really found a good forward in Brett Peake. I know he probably wasn't playing his best footy early in the year, but you've thrown him forward and he's found another yard.
Yeah, I said to him the next step's over the fence, mate. No, not really. He's really enjoyed playing the forward line and he's really lifted a lot in the last 5 to 6 weeks, yeah.
I know the scoreboard didn't show it because it looked as though Subi had more shots, but did you handle conditions better than them today, you think?
Maybe around goal. But in general play, no, I thought it was pretty even. I thought Subi were pretty good ground level. Perhaps around goal, well, the scores show a little bit more efficient. Maybe that was the only difference.
And your ruckman, Bristow, again, was fantastic. The way he punched the ball and in wet conditions when he gets sort of, 10 or 15 metres, it's fantastic stuff.
It is, mate. It's hard to get a clearance, so a fist 10 or 15 metres is as good as a clearance in these conditions. 5
in a row. You're going along all right at the moment now?
Yeah, we are, mate. We came back from the dead, so to speak, but no, it's been a good block of games, that's for sure.
And, mate, you enjoyed sitting out in the rain all there today. You're very committed. I love it.
I was, mate. You annoyed me a little bit at times, but we worked through it.
Just like when I played.
And now we're mates again.
Beautiful, right, mate. Good on you, Steve.
In other matches, East Perth 2 strong, finishing 16 points to the good of Claremont at the showgrounds. Peel Thunder registered their second win for the season, defeating Perth by 19 points. And Swan Districts came back from seemingly the dead to register a 5-point win over South Fremantle. And there is the ladder. Excuse me, East Perth on top with 40 points, but of course joined by Swan District. Subiaco joined by East Fremantle. They make out the top 4 and now 3 games adrift. West Perth a little bit further back than that. South Fremantle, Perth and Claremont all on 3 wins, and Peel, as I mentioned, have brought up their second win for the season. Next week, our round 14 match of the day from Steel Blue Oval. It is Swan Districts versus Claremont and we'll be live on air from 2 p.m.